Yeah, and let's just hop right into baseball. Talk about the World Series. There are some odds that I put into our rundown from Oregon. The series future outright odds, Astros are minus 155 champs. They are the top seed in the World Series. They're going to have 4 games to the Braves 3, and that's because the AL won the All-Star game back in July. And Brett, frankly, I love that about baseball, that they make their All-Star game worth something in that sense. But Brett, looking at some other World Series odds, I actually am going to be betting on this series, but not on the outrights. I'm going to be placing a few half-unit bets on 4 different series correct scores. And I'm going to take this series either being a sweep or being a 7 game series. And I'm doing this based off of some history of how these teams have performed in the World Series, Brett. Astros, since they've gone into the AL and have gone to the World Series in the American League, they have gone 7 games in each of those series. The Braves, they have gone to the World Series 5 times, and they have averaged nearly 6 games per series. Each of these teams, at one point or another in their long storied history, have had a sweep in the World Series. So I'm taking that just in case, but I'm putting a half unit on each of them to potentially sweep and a half unit on each of them to potentially win in 7 games.
All right, just maxing everything out here, Higgins. I guess. Yeah, no, you gave out some interesting reasoning. I don't necessarily know how much a team from 1992 or 94 or 96 or 99 managed by Bobby Cox is going to affect this team, or something similar about the Astros from way back when, but it's interesting data points to look at. Maybe it is just written in the stars, Higgins, and you follow those trends.
And if we even want to just look at the most recent World Series, 2020 was a 6 game series. 2019 was a 7 game series. 2017 was a 7 game series. 2016 was a 7 game series. So 3 of the past 5 years were 7 game series.
Yeah, sounds like you could save yourself a little money on the sweeps, Higgins.
Hey, you never know, though. You never know. So I'm shooting YOLO. But I'm going to follow the trend of home teams winning, Brett, that I mentioned in a previous episode. They've been doing it all MLB postseason. And I'm going to also take the Astros in Game 1 at minus 125 on the money line. They're going to have Frember Valdez facing off against Charlie Morton. It's going to be in Houston. It's going to be a hitter's ballpark. You gave Freddie Freeman the edge. I don't know if I give the Braves lineup the edge, though, here. The Astros a much healthier team than the Braves necessarily. Braves have had to fight through a lot. Can they necessarily fight through another series in the World Series? I'm not so sure. I'm taking the Astros in Game 1, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Braves do get me wrong here, and that's why I'm in the series score that I mentioned. That's why I'm also picking some Braves potential as winners as well.
All right, yeah, it should be interesting. I probably like Morton more than I like Valdez. Morton kind of regained form in Houston, and then obviously pitched great in Tampa in the postseason. So he's a big game pitcher, Higgins. This is why the Braves brought him in. They didn't really care about the regular season with Charlie Morton. They brought him in because they thought they were a competing team, a contending team, and here they are. So this is like the exact spot that Alex Anthopoulos envisioned having Charlie Morton get the ball. So hopefully it goes well for Atlanta.
Yes, and this is a game that takes place on Tuesday night, by the way. That's when the World Series kicks off. Should have mentioned that at the forefront when we were talking about the World Series, but this is a preview to a potential 7 game series. It's first to 4, so who knows?